Okay, so this is how you do a spec map on a car. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do, I keep all my logos in one folder. That way I can just toggle them on and off like that. You're going to want to make sure your logos are on. Otherwise, the spec map is going to go over top of everything else. So make sure your logos are on. And then I like to use the magic wand tool and select the area that you want to be chrome. So let's start with the white here. Let's say I want the white area to be chrome. And then make sure you get everything like you want to get inside of here too. Select it, do your selection, and then load, put the eye on the custom spec map, go to the red channel. Everything in the red channel is going to be how shiny everything is. I rarely use the green channel just because that's all more for like roughness and like, matte, flat. I mean, you can, but the concept is the same, but I'll just explain how to do the red channels, which is the shiny stuff, which is what most people want to do. Okay, so once you have your selection, click your parts layer and make a new one above that. And then just grab your brush or whatever and fill that all in. Okay, so you can see it's filled in on the little thumbnail. Then what you want to do is basically put a color overlay on that. So as you can see, it's very pink. Move that over. So what you want to do, the way this works, oops, I messed it up. The way this works is you want to make sure, click way down here or something so you have a complete white to black scale. So the higher this is, the whiter it is, the shinier it's going to be. So this is going to be 100% chrome basically. And 100% shiny on any color, but white just so happens to be pretty much chrome when it's 100% white. So as you move this down, it's going to be less shiny and you can see the color changes. So for illustration purposes, we'll just make this completely chrome. Okay, so put that all the way to the white, hit OK, and then you'll save the spec map, car underscore spec underscore your name, and then save it. I have a hotkey for it. And then you can see that's all chrome. Okay, that's all you have to do. Some people will actually go in there and, actually change the pink color. Like instead of selecting it, instead of doing an overlay, they'll just go in and fill in, different shades of pink. I find that to be too much guessing and checking. Here you just have you have a percentage slider, basically. It's much easier this way. And that's all you have to do. Okay. So then something else, for example, let's say you want to make this green, shiny on the side here. So I'd go through and select it again, make sure everything you want selected. Looks like it missed some stuff in there. Try to get up all in there if you can. Well, I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but select everything that you want, chrome. So everything looks pretty good there. This isn't going to be perfect, but it's, like I said, this is for demonstration purposes. So, okay, so you got your selection, then go back to your spec map again. You can see everything's selected here. Make a new layer because you're going to want to, you're going to want to change the brightness or this, the shininess of each one of these layers or of each one of these areas that you're working on. So make a new layer, do the same thing, fill it all in again. Go back to your color overlay. And then once again, completely white is going to be, all the way up to white is going to be 100% spec map. So if I save that, you'll see what it does. See, it made the green area completely shiny. And it's going to make everything a little bit darker by default. So let's say I didn't want it to be that shiny. You just go back to your color overlay, click on the square there, and then let's say I bring it down to about 50% or so like that, just to give it a little bit of a shine. And then you save it again, and you'll see it brightens it up just a little bit because it's not applying as much spec to it. So then I'll do one more just for an example. Let's say I want to make the blue shiny. So once again, I would select all the blue areas. And once again, you'll spend probably more time on this. This is just for demonstration purposes. Get your selection, reload the spec map, make a new layer, fill it in. Once again, make sure you got all of it. Do another color overlay. And then I'll make this one really, really shiny, so we'll go all the way back up here. And you can see the difference. And then I'll save it again, and you'll see the blue become spec mapped. And that's how you do it. Hopefully this helped.